Hey everyone, we're going to take a look at The Witcher 3 on the Absolute 3D one. I'm going to test out 3D mode, and then we're going to test out 2D mode at a number of different settings. First up is our 3D mode test. We're going to do this at 1600p, xess to performance, and we're also at low graphics settings. And at these settings, we're in the high 30s, which is actually kind of decent when it comes to 3D mode. A lot of the other games we've tested, it's nowhere near as stable, so this is what I would consider to be a playable experience for a game like this. For this 3D mode, I'm using Reshade and a mod that I downloaded from Nexus Mods. I'll leave a link in the description if you're picking up one of these devices and want to try it out. Now we're going to switch things to 2D mode, so we just need to disable our Reshade mod, and then we're going to test out the exact same settings to compare how it was performing. So with 2D mode, with none of the 3D mods or the 3D switch enabled, we're getting in the high 60s. It's about a roughly, 30 FPS difference between the two, so there's definitely a penalty for switching into 3D mode, which is not quite 50%, but it's pretty close. Our next tests here are for people that really don't like upscaling, so we're turning off xess and we're going to stay at 1600p low settings and see how it does. Right now we're getting somewhere between the low 40s to mid 40s, which is actually not too bad. The image looks pretty good, it's nice and sharp. With no upscaling, you get a really clean image. And honestly, I think I could play at these settings. Now to see how it performs, we're going to go up to high settings and see if this is close to 30 FPS or what we're going to get here. So if you're targeting 30 FPS, this mode will work. It looks really good. You get a little bit better details in the environment as well as the characters, but it's not always a solid 30. So next we're going to drop down to 1200p and see how this does. So at high settings, 1200p, we're actually doing pretty decent. We're at the high 40s, sometimes up to 50, which is really good. But at this point, maybe we should try to adjust things to see if we can hit 60 FPS. So let's drop it down to medium. And now at medium settings, we're at the high 50s. We're not quite there at 60, like we might hit it on occasion, but it's not a solid 60 FPS. To do that, we're going to have to adjust things again. So let's go down to low settings and let's see how it does. So at low settings, 1200p with no upscaling, we're in the mid 60s. And this is actually a really clean image. It runs pretty good. And honestly, these are probably the settings that I'd be going with if I was playing this game. Overall, The Witcher 3 is very playable on this device, especially if you're playing in 2D mode. If you're playing in 3D mode, you can play it. It's not going to be 100% smooth, but it is smoother than most of the games we've tested. If you're curious to learn more about this device, I did do an early impressions review. As well, I will have my review coming out very shortly on my main channel, Okayest Gamer. I'll link those down below, and they're also going to be on the end screen here. If you want to check out other gameplay videos, check out this channel. I do have a few others that I'll be uploading, as well as a couple that I've already done so far. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.